Tomorrow will be another sunny and dry day, but it will become windier. Those winds will be gusting up to 25 miles per hour, along with the cooler temperatures. Highs only topping off in the upper 50s for your Wednesday. I'll have all the details coming up.
Right now on News Channel Weather, and for that we want to check in with meteorologist Jenna Petracci. Some changes on the way.
Yeah, we're going to eventually see some rain over the weekend, but in the meantime, tomorrow's forecast will be cooler, and we're also going to see some windy conditions. So those are the changes for now, and you can see it now behind me. Those winds are picking up the pace on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam. Flag is blowing quite a bit this evening. Skies are still clear, and we had a beautiful sunny day today with a high of 64, exactly our average for this time of the year, but our low temperature was 5 degrees below average, so a very cold start to the day at 34 degrees. And right now we're seeing those temperatures dip into the 40s now. 45 in Thompson and Evans, 50 in Barnwell, 48 in Aiken and Augusta. And as we take a look across the rest of the CSRA, lots of 40s, 47 in Edgefield, 49 in Waynesboro, and the dew points are also very low. We're seeing some 40s and a lot of 30s, so we have a dry and cool air mass across our area, with those winds increasing now, seeing around 5 to 10 miles per hour coming in from the west. And by tomorrow, those winds will be consistently blowing from around 10 to 15 miles per hour. And that's because of this system right here, a trough of low pressure that's getting closer to our area. That's bringing a lot of winter weather and some light rainfall across the Appalachian Mountain Range, all the way up into parts of the Northeast. But for the most part, we're under this large area of high pressure, which will keep us dry still. So it's just the winds tomorrow, around 6 to 8 miles per hour in the morning, upper 30s to low 40s. And we're only going to reach the upper 50s tomorrow afternoon, and then some very cold air settles in Wednesday night into Thursday morning, as we'll be sub-freezing in the upper 20s. I'll have more details on the forecast coming up, but back to you, Brad.
Jenna, thanks. Local businesses.
The Chaudhry, Atlanta Bureau Chief.
Still ahead, Jenna with a look at the cool down and the picking up of the wind. Also ahead, a study being done by the University of South Carolina aiming to help people live healthier lives, and you may be able to take part. Stay with us.
Gatman People, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live 5/6.
Good Tuesday evening. It's another dry and cold night. Here's a live look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam outside the station. Not much going on this evening. Winds are a little breezy. They're coming in from the west at 8 miles per hour, and that's making it feel even colder than the actual air temperature. We're at 48 degrees, feeling like 44. Very dry air in place as well, with a dew point of 38. So a lot of 40s across the CSRA now. 44 in Crawfordville, 46 in Lincolnton. Aiken, you're at 48. Right at that 50-degree mark in Barnwell, 47 in Sylvania, and Swainsboro sitting at 45. So mostly clear skies across the southeast, a little bit of cloud cover to our south, and the trough of low pressure sitting across the Appalachian Mountain Range area here up into the northeast is where we have some snowfall. This will not be impacting us, of course, but it is going to bring us those windy conditions for our Wednesday. But overall, for the most part, high pressure is in control, and that will keep us dry over the next several days, with the main story being the cold temperatures, as we'll fall to 29 degrees for our Thursday morning, and then going all the way up to 54, believe it or not, over the weekend. As for those highs, seeing the 50s on Wednesday and Thursday, warming trend as we go into the weekend. As you saw, those lows go into the 50s, and that means highs will go into the 70s for our Saturday. But keeping it rain-free for now. Late Saturday night is when we'll see our next system approach, and that'll bring just a slight chance of rain. And Sunday definitely looks pretty rainy, with the potential of some thunderstorms as well. But for tomorrow, sunny skies and those winds coming in from the northwest, warming up to around 58 degrees. So if you're at Clarks Hill Lake tomorrow, definitely a pretty cool day. Those wind gusts could possibly reach 25 miles per hour. And we can see it here tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., that northwest wind coming in, gusting up to around 20 at that point, but then you can see those winds pick up the pace by the late morning, throughout the early afternoon, before settling back down around dinner time. Now, not much going on though when it comes to rain over the next few days, so let's jump to the long range futurecast, and this will start out Saturday at 8 p.m. We'll be dry, but then you can see the rain approaching and this strong line of storms. Now, as usual, I'm expecting this line of storms to really break apart by the time it reaches us, but we can't rule out some heavy downpours and some thunder and lightning throughout your afternoon and possibly into the early evening on Sunday. But back to tonight, skies will be clear, upper 30s to low 40s. Highs tomorrow will be in the mid to upper 50s with the nice sunny skies. And for your 10-day forecast, mostly sunny both Wednesday and Thursday with highs at 58 degrees. Thursday morning will be our coldest morning of the week at 29. Then those lows increase to the 50s over the weekend, highs in the 70s on Saturday with that chance of storms on Sunday. And then next week will be cooler and mostly dry again.
All right, Jenna, thank you. A study by the University of South Carolina along with an Augusta partners. And last but not least, a wood carver out of Davidson County, North Carolina, is making Moravian stars.
With the Christmas season here, he wants to make unique gifts for all.
Chad Tucker shares the story of this wood carver and his faith.
Yeah, about 5 or 6 years ago, my wife gave me a little wood carving kit, and I thought that was really neat. And I've got a background in art. I've actually, been to college for commercial art, graphic design, and
Dale Davis is proved.
yeah.
We all have talent. One day you're just cutting them, one day you put them together.
Yeah.
And no matter your age, it's never too late to learn a new craft.
So I started playing around with that wood carving kit, and then it was like all of a sudden those two worlds kind of came together, and I actually used this finish on a lot of things. But
He left behind graphic art for wood art and carpentry,
the most difficult things, be sure you don't lose any fingers.
making everything from chainsaw carvings to jewelry boxes. This one fashioned like Noah's Ark.
It spins open and got a place for necklaces, and it's actually a jewelry box.
Recently, it's these handcrafted Moravian stars that have captivated people.
So we actually hand rub every one of these.
Each one unique.
That's part of the character of all these things that we're hand making. Is it doesn't look machine made, or it doesn't look like it's mass produced. When it's time to put the finish on, that's when it really reveals what it's going to look like, and it really comes alive. So we played around with different finishes and stuff.
It's time here in his workshop with the wood and his faith that he finds himself.
Number one in my life is God. That's why I like carving. I like carving animals. Is recreate that beauty that He's given us, and you get to see it come to life. If you're doing something that you love, it's really not work. If I'm willing to try and willing to learn, then possibilities are endless.
What a gift.
Impressive.
Yeah, cool.
Nice.
Moravian star.
So beautiful.
Never heard of it.
Me neither.
Well, we can see some stars in the sky tonight. The skies are clear, and as we go into our Wednesday, it'll be nice and sunny. Also, a cooler day, 58 degrees, a little breezy as well, making it feel even colder. And then as we go into Thursday, it's going to be a very cold start to the day at 29 degrees, so below freezing, getting to 58 again in the afternoon. Then as we go into the weekend, more clouds around, some showers moving in Saturday, stormy Sunday, and warming up over the weekend as well, 72 on Saturday.
All right, Jenna, thanks, and thank you all for watching. We're back at the top of the hour for News Channel 6 at 11.
Before that, Hogan's Heroes is next, right here on MeTV.
On America.
Expect a cool and breezy Wednesday. Still no chance of rain, keeping it sunny. But then as we go into the weekend, we could see some thunderstorms. I'll have all those details coming up.
Right now on News Channel 6 at 11, Augusta leaders trying to get a better understanding of how the city's land bank works. Also ahead, New Year's Eve might look a little bit different for Augusta bars, why they are taking their concerns to the commission, and how a local eatery is partnering with the University of South Carolina to try to help the local community be healthy. As News Channel 6 at 11 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 11.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Brad Means. Thanks for joining us. As coverage you can count on begins. It is time now for a first check of our weather. Meteorologist Jenna Petracci joining us now. A little bit of a cool down coming.
Yeah, the cooler temperatures are moving in, and as we go into tonight, our temperatures will fall into the 30s eventually. But here's a live look now at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam. Outside the station, it's nice and clear. Still no chance of rain in the forecast. Today, no rainfall recorded, and our high temperature was right on track with average at 64 degrees. We were in the 30s this morning as well. 34 was our our low, so definitely cooler than normal. Right now, still seeing those 40s and even 50 degrees in Barnwell, Augusta at 47, 42 in Evans, getting close to the 30s, 46 in Louisville. Let's see here, Crawfordville 44, 46 in Edgefield, Waynesboro at 48. Dew points are in the 30s and some low 40s. Overall, some pretty dry air in place across our area. So as I mentioned, no chance of rain tonight and over the next few days. Just the main story is really the cold air and the breezy conditions. Winds are coming in now from the west at 6 miles per hour in Aiken, 8 in Augusta, 7 in Waynesboro, and those winds will pick up the pace by tomorrow morning, and we could see those wind gusts up to around 25 miles per hour tomorrow afternoon. High pressure is still in control for the most part. We do have this low pressure to our north with some light showers and even some snowfall well up to the north of us. Of course, that will not be impacting us, not even the rain, but this is responsible for bringing those gusty winds tomorrow. 40 degrees at 5 a.m. Some of us falling into the upper 30s, sunny skies to start your day though, and as we go into the afternoon, only reaching the upper 50s, and the winds will make it feel even cooler than that. Then the cold air really comes in as we go into Wednesday night and Thursday morning with sub-freezing temperatures expected. So I'll have a look at that 10-day forecast coming up shortly, but back to you, Brad.
All right, Jenna, thanks. A study from the University of South Carolina and an Augusta restaurant aims to help people live healthier lives. You have to become vegan to take part in this now. It's called the Nutritious Eating with Soul study. It's 12 weeks long, and you just eat a plant-based diet. Soka Vegan Kitchen in the Sprouts Shopping Plaza in Augusta is a part of this. And it's for African Americans between 18 and 65. They want to find out if you eat a plant-based diet for 3 months, you could lose weight and help your blood pressure get better, among other things. Those interested can take part in the upcoming study in April. You'll get an eating voucher from Soka, and you have to go to a class every week. It's an hour and a half long.
When it comes to African American people, the food that is provided is not necessarily beneficial for the long-term health or for the life of African Americans. And what we learned was that we were not educated very well. That there were socioeconomic reasons why we would choose to eat things.
Researchers at the University of South Carolina say they really need African American men to sign up for this. So if you're interested, go to newsoul.org. Augusta bar owners could be looking at an unhappy new year. They went before commissioners today to protest not being able to be open New Year's Eve. It's on a Sunday. And under state law, the commission can designate one Sunday a year for bars to be open, and they used that up this year on the Super Bowl, not New Year's Eve.
This is just a fraction of the people that are affected by a vote that we weren't even allowed to be part of, and we're the ones financially affected by it.
Commissioners say they're going to reach out to other cities in Georgia to see what they're doing, trying to find out if maybe there's a loophole to let Augusta bars be open on New Year's Eve. We'll see. Augusta Commissioners still ahead. Jenna tells us what's in store weather-wise for the rest of the work week. Plus a tree giveaway just in time for Christmas as News Channel 6 at 11 continues.
Hey there. Recharge? Or watch your favorite show with the whole family. You'll find our show's on. Come check it all out. It's Drew and Johnson for Rooms to Go. News Channel 6 invites you to take your cooking to the next level. In the Kitchen with Miss Darlin. Check it out now at WJBF.com. We can fill Limited. The Live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Well, it's a clear and chilly night. Also a little bit windy. You can see our flag is blowing here on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over at the airport. Sitting at 47 degrees, that 8-mile-per-hour wind from the west, making it feel more like 43, dew point of 38. So some very dry air and cold air across our area with a lot of 40s now across the CSRA. 43 in Washington and Crawfordville. McCormick sitting at 48. Barnwell still at the 50-degree mark. 46 in Allendale, 47 in Waynesboro, and 46 in Louisville. So we have mostly clear skies, some clouds to our south, more clouds and some light rain showers even into northern Georgia now, across Tennessee and all the way into the Midwest. northeast as well, all along this trough of low pressure. That will not be impacting us, though, when it comes to any precipitation. Just some windy conditions from the system. High pressure for the most part in control, though, and that'll keep us dry over the next several days. Temperatures will be falling as well. So 38 is our low for now. Then as we go into Thursday morning, 29 degrees, so it will be below freezing, but that won't last for long. We'll have a very quick and drastic warm-up, low temperatures all the way into the mid-50s, believe it or not, over the weekend. But in the meantime, mid to upper 50s is what we're having as highs. 58 for both your Wednesday and Thursday, 64 on Friday, and then into the low 70s on Saturday. So we do have a little bit of something for everyone this week when it comes to those temperatures. No chance of rain for now, but we will have some beneficial rainfall moving in over the weekend. No worries when it comes to your Saturday plans. This will be coming in late at night Saturday. A lot of it will be overnight into our Sunday morning, but we will have some showers and thunderstorms into Sunday afternoon as well. And we'll get into that in a moment. But for tomorrow, plenty of sunshine, warming up to 58 degrees, that northwest wind, which will be blowing around 10 to 17 miles per hour if you're over at the lake. Wind gusts up to 25 miles per hour, only 54 up there during the afternoon, and those winds will make it feel even cooler. There they are tomorrow at 8 a.m. Those wind gusts up to only around 20. Then it becomes the windiest in the late morning, early afternoon. There's 11:30, and then as we go later on into our Wednesday, that's when they'll settle back down. But no wind alerts in place, so definitely nothing significant. Now for a long-range futurecast, you can see, as I mentioned, it will be dry on Saturday, just some clouds. But then the rain is knocking on our door Saturday at 8 p.m. Then we see this big line of thunderstorms moving in Sunday morning. Some heavy downpours possible and thunderstorms. This will wrap up, though, by Sunday evening, and we'll have a dry start into next week. So lows tonight, though, will be in the upper 30s to low 40s. Highs tomorrow will be only in the mid to upper 50s, so it will be a below average day. And for that 10-day forecast, seeing the sunny skies for now. More clouds moving in Friday and Saturday with that chance of rain Saturday night into our Sunday, but the majority of next week will be dry again and cool.
All right, Jenna, we appreciate that. And a local business thinks you might appreciate a free Christmas tree, so they're giving some away. Yeah, Augusta Roofing and Gutters wants you to take some of those trees you see there, their property on Craig Sims Parkway. The National Science Center used to be there. They have to clear the land, so they thought, why not just let people come have those trees? Sunday morning at 10 is when they give them away. Still ahead, an update on the conflict in Israel. Girls flag football state playoffs for you, and the basketball version of clean, old-fashioned hate. Georgia Tech and Georgia going at it in sports.
Now, WJBF sports coverage you can count on.
Basketball version of clean old-fashioned hate going down Tuesday night in Athens. 5-3 Georgia hosting 4-2 Georgia Tech. Both teams coming off big weeks. Dogs came from 17 down to beat Florida State last week. Georgia Tech upset number 7 Duke last time out. Mike White and the Dogs trying to hold home court early on. Georgia out in front. Here come the Jackets. Bay and Dongo gets the pass, finds Kwesi Reeves Jr. for the corner three, and we're all tied up at 5. A few minutes later, Dogs up by 4. Some good ball movement leads to a Miles Kelly three-pointer. It's a 1-point game. Under 5 to play in the first half. Georgia up by 10. Blue Kane gets open, buries at 3. The Dogs doubling up the Jackets in the first half. 3 minutes to go in the half. Georgia up 14 to Farah. Goop hooray. Drives baseline for the dunk. Yellow Jackets now down 28-16. Under 15 seconds in the half. Noah Thomason hits the tough 3. Dogs led 36-20 at the half. And then Thomason another 3. Georgia jumped out to a big lead. Tech closed the gap a little bit. Georgia holds home court 76-62 the final. In the Palmetto State Little John Coliseum Wednesday night, the Clemson-Carolina men's basketball matchup comes in with its best credentials in years. Both teams 7-0. Brad Brownell, Lamont Paris, glad that this one's got a little juice.
Football season has taken a little bit of a breather, and hopefully folks have tuned in to both teams because they both have got some quality wins. We obviously had a great week last week. Those guys have beaten Virginia Tech and Notre Dame from the ACC.
There's no more or less juice to it, honestly. Just we're trying to continue to get better, and it'd be our first true road game, and so just seeing how guys respond to adversity.
Tip off at 8 Wednesday on the ACC Network. A pair of local former All-CSRA defensive standouts are heading to the transfer portal. Former Evans defensive back Derek Canteen, leaving Virginia Tech, landed with the Hokies after leaving Georgia Southern. And former Westside All-CSRA Defensive Player of the Year Caleb Hutchinson, leaving Coastal Carolina, still has 3 years of eligibility remaining. Second round of the Georgia Girls Flag Football State Playoffs. Number 1 ranked Greenbrier, 14-1 on the season, hosting Walnut Grove. Only takes the Wolfpack 3 plays to score. Kenzie Horton down the right side to Presley McDermott for the touchdown, 7-0. They get it right back after a 3-and-out. Horton over the middle, wide open. Aaliyah Silver into the end zone. It's 14-0. The route was on. They were playing defense too. Watch the freshman Ariana Boone blows up this play in the backfield. And then in the secondary, Maggie Pangle has the family football legacy still going at Greenbrier. The one-handed tip to grab the interception. The Wolfpack go to their bag of tricks. Carrington Myers flips up the middle to Abby Lester, who laterals to Jay Sheffield, and she gone. Greenbrier wins big 40-6. They will be on the road at McDonough in the quarterfinals. Grovetown, Lakeside, and Evans will see their wonderful seasons come to an end.
All right, Brendan, thanks a lot. Busy night. We appreciate it. Still ahead, how you can stay at Santa's cabin this holiday season when News Channel 6 at 11 continues. Airbnb is listing Santa Claus's cabin in Finland for one lucky family to experience the magic of Christmas. For 3 nights, you get to have a storybook holiday, dressing like elves and frolicking through that house, helping Santa's helpers write Christmas letters and take snowmobile rides throughout the charming little Finnish town. It's free, but you have to sign up for the chance to win and then get there on the airplane by yourself. They'll pay for the cabin, you pay for the flight. You can sign up December 11th at 5 a.m. our time if you want to go to Finland.
It'd be cold up there.
I mean, it would be.
Yeah, I mean,
really cold.
I already think it's cold down here.
It is.
The
It's
south,
getting there,
so,
isn't it? It's relative.
Yeah, it's really not as cold as it could be, except for our lows. Those are pretty chilly. 29 on Thursday morning, so that will be below freezing. But our afternoon's not too bad. Upper 50s through even low 70s. That's what we'll have on Saturday. And we'll also have a chance of rain Saturday night into our Sunday. So Sunday will be pretty stormy and wet.
All right, Jenna, thanks. And thank you all for watching. We appreciate it. Have a great night. I don't know about that Finnish cabin.